Hey, collective, I'm outside once again. I am a Taurus after all, and I'm really enjoying doing this. So today, in this chakra reading, I'm using the Angel Tarot. We're going to pull 7 cards, and then I'm going to use or pull 3 cards of action for you from the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. Hope you're doing well. Please like and follow and subscribe. Welcome back to my subscribers, and hello to my new subscribers. And if this reading doesn't resonate, and it should, but if it doesn't, because Tarot is an intuitive exercise, only take what resonates. Don't force anything. Use your gut and your heart, not your head. So that you can open up and further develop your third eye, intuition, and don't force anything. And if this doesn't resonate with you this time, check out some of my other readings. I'm sure you'll find some messages for your situation. So we'll look at and find out the narrative by pulling these 7 cards. Archangel Michael, please come in and protect the accuracy of this reading. I'm asking you to guide my beautiful collective and their higher self, their higher mind, so that they can heal their heart. The channeled song is Real Real by Sleigh Bells. As I said, heart. The lyrics of this particular song. Real Real by Sleigh Bells. Interesting relationship. No, I'm thinking of Crystal Castles. Never mind. Why aren't the lyrics coming up, yo? BTSK is the name of this song by Ms. Mister. I think it's because my phone is dying and it's cold outside. It only has 1 bar. What's up with that? Maybe it's because I'm in this pagoda. All right, Spirit. Let's get 7 cards, find out what's going on for my collective so that they can use this reading as confirmation for what's going on in their life. So that they can then move forward in the best, with the best intentions of their highest good and the highest good of everybody that's involved in their situationship. 2 of Wands, Aries energy, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. So this is in your root chakra. Root chakra is about safety, security. So this name Gelio, translated, means the helping God. 2 of Wands is also energy that is about like really setting a firm foundation of, masculine and feminine, of balance, and looking out over the world. I'm hearing community as well, and really setting your mark, or claiming dominion, knowing what is yours and what isn't. In your sacral chakra, which is a divine feminine energy, water energy, melt like this. I found you in pieces. You'd been torn apart. 1,000,001 reasons. The end before you start. 6 of Pentacles in your sacral. This is sacred sexuality. This is Taurian energy, 6 of Pentacles. Sacral chakra is also about creativity. So I see with this, you like grounding yourself with this Aries energy. That's the baby boss. That's like being the leader of you, and also of other people. But that feminine water energy in your sacral chakra right now is working very nicely with your higher self and with your angels, with your spirit guides, with your ancestors, with God, Allah, whatever you, Yahweh, whatever you, or even nature. Taurus energy, fixed earth energy, if you're a secular humanist, for example, or even my dear atheists and agnostics. I once was an atheist, a very outspoken atheist, before I had my spiritual awakening and discovered that truly there are angels and demons in each of our houses, and we have guardian angels that work with us. And we also have demons that trigger us so that, this life has meaning and purpose. And that is the meaning and purpose in this life, is to get your chart read, know your chart, know that astrology is real, and then in each of our 12 houses of our zodiac, we have angel and demon energy. Six of Pentacles, divine grace, cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. So a lot of healing after this love and wisdom and victory over those who would attack you. I'm picking up that this is about a karmic relationship, or even with soulmates that come into our lives. And I believe everyone who comes into my life, I believe that like people who pass by and notice I'm out here in public doing this reading, and if I make eye contact, they're sent for us to have a moment. Want You Back by Haim. Some things are long forgotten, some things were never said. We were on one endless road. Love this video as well. But I had a wandering heart, a wondering, not wandering. I said we were opposite lovers, said it from the beginning. You kept trying to prove me wrong, said you always see it through. And I know that I ran you down, so you ran away with your heart. So, this is about soulmates that came into our life to teach us a lesson. You've healed that, and in your solar plexus, you're sitting with Knight of Swords energy, the all-pervading God. Intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful toward their parents. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Like, when we heal our own romantic, platonic even, battles that we have with others, we understand and then see and feel that there's responsibility on our part, right? As well as the other person. But once we go through this process of healing and finding a greater energy, or at least connecting with our higher self, who objectively sees the big picture and understands the nature of whatever crap that you went through with your enemies and people who would attack you, we realize that, oh wow, I'm simply repeating a pattern that my parents set for me. But in the process, curing generational curses, narcissistic abuse, CPTSD, PTSD. Also trauma bonds just popped into my head. When a trauma bond is when two souls who have similar generational trauma in their life, or relationships with their mom or their dad, or both, they start embodying and repeating those patterns of abuse. We find each other. I mean, think of the narcissist empath paradigm. The narcissist and the empath are two sides of the same coin, people. Stop beating up narcissists. And, what's her name? Dr. Ramani, beautiful soul, doing God's work in all these informational Knight of Swords in the solar plexus, intellectual richness. She's providing fertility, protecting the fertility of women, and makes children respectful toward their parents by explaining trauma bonds, by explaining narcissism. But I find, and this is no no shade on you, Dr. Ramani. And there's some other people out there who are doing great work talking about narcissism. But I find on YouTube that it's I think a lot of people who know a lot about narcissism are on the empathic side, right? They are survivors of trauma bonds, of narcissistic abuse. Yet, I do find that most of them are still hurting, right? So Knight of Swords energy, through this sharing of intellectual richness and the nature of trauma bonds and narcissism, there needs to be more of a vulnerability on your part, and understanding that narcissists and empaths, or victims of narcissistic abuse, and the perpetrators of said abuse, they're two sides of the same coin. And I find a lot of people who are talking about narcissism and making them out, the narcissist to be out to be the bad guy, are still in this process. They're healing their abuse, but I think I would love to see these people become more vulnerable and at least get to that point where they can see, feel, understand the nature of the empath and the narcissist paradigm. All right, so in the heart space, my lovely collective, you have the sun. All right, Leo energy, this is about ego. This is about restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies and wild beasts, the vivifying God. Card number 64. 6th house and 4th house. 6 and 4 is 10. A completion. So yeah, in your heart space, collective, you are definitely, you have a new heart. You have a new love of self that is not swinging too much to the narcissistic side, and not too much to the empathic side, where we might be subsumed by emotions of others. The sun emits light, and you know, it generates light. Oh, also a message that just came through. A couple days ago, there is currently going on a lot of solar activity. So which NASA knows about and really hasn't talked much about, it is producing a great energetic shift. So you might be experiencing ascension symptoms. So fevers. You might be eating more or less than usual. You may find it hard to sleep, or sleeping a lot. You get the sniffles, even like diarrhea, night sweats. Yeah, the typical soul ascension symptoms that one would experience through a dark night of the soul or spiritual awakening. In addition, it's also, happening in Gaia. So an increase in all this volcanic activity, earthquakes, flooding, tsunamis, all that stuff is, the solar system is doing it for us. The universe is assisting us. So don't get too worried about these symptoms if they occur. I had a download earlier before I started these readings today too about that. What was that, Spirit? Oh, it'll come to me. 13:33 on the clock. 1:33. Look up those angel numbers. 333 is a number of ascended masters. 1 is a number of Aries, first house, and of the self. We have Falls, featuring Sasha Alex Sloan by Odessa. All right, so heart space, we've got the sun, beautiful. And in the throat chakra, which works with the heart chakra, we have Queen of Swords, which happens to be one of my guardian angels. God, the hope of all the truth, of all the earth. I said truth. Queen of Swords delivers truth. Ritual and ceremony can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. Oh, okay, all right. Another channel message that I received earlier is, if you haven't seen it, it's a brilliant miniseries. 2 came out. First, Rome. I think it appeared on HBO, maybe Netflix, but I think it's HBO. And the other one is Spartacus. In particular, the first season, before the first actor out of Australia who passed from Hodgkin's lymphoma. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful man. Anyway, the message was about ritual, about how in ancient Rome, those people in the know, and I'm spreading this to you now, telling you now, set up your altars, everybody, collective. Light candles for your ancestors on the daily. Get your essential oils. Get crystals to ground yourself and also to absorb, the energy from them. Light incense and perform candle magic. Learn all of these rituals and do them on a daily, both for spiritual awakening and ascension, and to maintain the integrity of your God-given natural power, but also it serves as protection against those who do spell work, which would be, talking shit, or glamour work, which is people talking shit about you, defaming your character when you're not present, to paint a picture of you with other people. That is a form of magic. All right, that was a message. Thank you, Ha'amia. So that's in the throat chakra, which is ruled by Taurus. Working well with this sun energy, this healthy egoic energy in the heart space. Now let's find out what's going in the third eye, which works with your Knight of Swords here in your solar plexus. You have the moon, Archangel Gabriel. So we have the sun and the moon. We have both the luminaries. God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. We just went through a full wolf moon, the first full moon of the year in 2023, which is a year 7. And it was in the sign of Cancer. Cancer governs the 4th house, and the moon is associated with the sign of Cancer. And the sun is where our soul comes from, as it incarnates onto this planet Earth. And the moon, and you don't necessarily have to be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, to feel the effects. And you don't have to be a woman to have your moon each month. Everybody has a moon cycle, because the moon moves through every single sign of the zodiac roughly every 28, 30 days. And it's to our advantage I live by moon cycles anymore, or I'm at least aware of the moon cycle, what cycle it's in, what sign it's in, so I could take advantage of that energy that emanates from it. And the energy that emanates from the moon is not alone gravitational, with the controlling of the tides. No, it's emitting light that is coming from the sun. So not only does our soul come from the sun, but a lot of light codes come from the sun. It hits and is absorbed by the moon and then reflected down to us on Earth at night. We're still getting the light of Yahweh and Allah and God through the sun. And with it being feminine, a dark feminine energy, you have the masculine and the feminine in the luminaries to help us, teach us, guide us, and also influence the natural progression of our life here on Earth. The moon rules Monday. The sun rules over Sunday. What I'm getting is Powerful by Major Lazer, featuring Ellie Goulding and Taurus Riley is the channeled song. 1340 on the clock right now. I think corporate America and secret societies and even religion, Catholic Church, but capitalist America, corporations and just money, power, the man, starts our work week on Mondays to fuck us up. Because Monday is a day of the moon. It's a day of nurturing and introspection. It's innately feminine. I spend, or try to, I take advantage of that. And so there have been times where I've told myself, okay, I'm not going to speak with anyone. Not that I have to stay inside and cloister myself, although that would be a perfect time to do it is on a Monday. I was born on a Monday as well. So I know this to be true. There's great advantage in resting on Monday, writing, journaling, and preparing yourself for, I believe, should be the first day of the work week, which is Tuesday, ruled by Mars, a planet of action. Duh. And then you have Wednesday, which is all about communication because it's ruled by Mercury. And then you have an expansion on Thursday or Thursday with Jupiter. And then you have a day of values and earth energy, love, abundance, family in Venus. All right, so this is in your third eye, the moon working well with the Knight of Swords, the sun and the Queen of Swords working well in the heart and the throat chakra, respectively. So let's find out, what angel is working with your Six of Pentacles in your sacral, because the sacral chakra and the crown chakra work together. 10 of Wands, highly spiritual, fire energy. 10 is the number of completion. Here, non-nail, God humiliating the proud, spiritual communication. I was just about to say that, it's when our crown and our sacral are working well together, this is where we get our downloads, is through the crown chakra. Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. 10 of Wands in the Traditional tarot is one of burdens, usually. But I'm using the angel tarot, so we're going with that. And here, coupled with the Six of Pentacles, which is about earth energy, Taurian energy, give and take. It could be a card of exploitation in the traditional tarot, but here, again, we're using the angel tarot. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence. Oh, here we go. Absolves the guilty. And then with the Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands is not only spiritual, but it's a lot of fire energy, right? It could be the rage that comes out or the frustration that comes out of the spiritual work, or of carrying too much of the burdens of other people's energy, or just taking responsibility for others when it's not your place. And I've been talking about the moon and Mondays. Sometimes we can become codependent or take on way too much in service of others when we need to drop those burdens, because it's just too much fire energy. I don't know why that message came out, because again, we're using the angel tarot and it's paired with the Six of Pentacles. So you have this Six of Pentacles for me is working with the higher mind. It's also it's giving without expecting a return, whether that's money that you're giving, your time. Oh, a beautiful TikTok appeared the other day, or maybe it was here on YouTube, where she was talking about how easy it is just to be kind. It costs us nothing to be kind and give somebody a compliment. And if you're not in that space, then it's best to say nothing. Certainly, no need to lash out with fire energy, with this masculine Mars energy. Here it's Sagittarius, Ten of Wands, so it's much more spiritual fire energy, because it's mutable fire energy. It's not cardinal like Mars energy is, but to the point, it's so easy to give a kind word or thought or action deed to somebody else, especially when you already feel balanced and abundant. You're not wanting anything in return. That's true joy, and that's the spiritual communication that I'm giving to you. Just a heads up about that. It's actually quite, you do get something in return, and it's not that egotistical, proud, religious energy of being superior when you give, that most of our churches and organized religion is all centered around subconsciously. It's true giving without the codependency and without the ego in place. You collective have a healthy ego in your heart chakra here with the Sun card. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. This is my Archangel Michael card in the traditional tarot. Archangel Michael in the Angel Tarot is the Chariot, Cancerian energy, moon energy. Ace of Swords, God above all names elevated. Umabel is the name of this angel. Affinity and friendship. Obtain the friendship of anyone. Just what I was talking about. This ability with the Six of Pentacles and this healthy ego in your heart space, and the moon energy of Gabriel in your third eye, giving you divine revelation, revealing messages, has the power to destroy. Yeah, with one word, with one action, you can destroy someone's day. And that was the message from from this TikTok or YouTube video is that you can do the reverse too, with one kind word or gesture or smile or action, like opening up a door for someone. You can totally change their energy for the better. It's an acknowledgement that they're human, and when people are down, when they're overburdened with a lot of worries and other people's energy, all it takes is one person to come in and do something kind to show them that tomorrow's another day with the Sun card. And not everybody is out to get them, and that they have worth, they have value. This is what a true leader does in your root chakra, Two of Wands collective. And Ace of Swords is absolute clarity, that the messages coming through are accurate, and that you're doing very, very, very well. Let's pull 3 cards of action from the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck by Michelle Matzvas. And for some messages to conclude this reading. So you can look at these 3 cards as past, present, future, first house, second house, third house of our zodiacal chart, or the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. We have emotional release in the root chakra, or in the recent past, 37. Oh, love it. We got glass animals playing Black Mambo. What'll it be now, Mr. Mole? Whispers sloth in curls of smoke. Take a back seat or play Pharaoh. Dance with me and shake your bones. Slow down, it's a science. He's been waiting to bring you down. Snake-eyed with a sly smile. He can hold you and shake you, child. Yeah, I'm picking up that, when we are overburdened, or if you're coming from releasing this idea of being overburdened or being that dejected soul, you've released that in the recent past, and you've walked into this energy that this reading is confirming for you. Right now, there might be a call to, now that you've dropped this in card number 37, this emotional release, to remain in the retreat that there's a release, you've walked away from that, and you've created a nice retreat for you in card number 40. So that's where you are presently. Twitch their toes to Black Mambo. Slow down, it's a science. Slow down, exactly, retreat. He's been waiting to bring you down. This emotional release, see all this water as if teardrops? Snake-eyed with a sly smile. Whatever demon was holding you in this water energy, this moon energy, and here Gabriel appearing in the third eye, you saw, he's given a divine revelation that you were trapped in your emotions, overburdened. You've released that. You are now retreating from that, from that demon snake energy that the channeled song is talking about. Oh, and then you have the owl with wisdom. And card number 31, omens. This reading might be an omen of, this is saying pay attention to birds and omens of all kinds. I firmly believe in them. Look for the synchronicity, not only in this reading, which should be a natural part of developing your third eye, using tarot as an intuitive exercise, but also out in nature as I am. Maybe in the background during this reading, you've seen some birds. I don't see any animals around right now, but owls come out at night, and they're representative of mirroring the goddess Athena. So look to where Pallas Athena is in your chart right now, what house it's in. Because I find that when Pallas Athena is in a particular house in my chart, I have more insight. I receive more revelations and intellectual richness. I receive wisdom and love, because I love looking at my zodiacal chart and following the cycles of moon and of the transits in the planets. This is why astrology is real, and you should develop a ritualistic practice of it. Oh, I love this song. Downside of Me by churches, speaking of religion and spirituality. Not the same, not the same. No, you're not the same, you're not the same, not the same. I believe. And tell myself to think forward, exactly. I will show I believe in omens and hold you up and know that you're all I see. So look to omens in your life. And it was the Ace of Swords that flew out, revealing the Three of Wands underneath. Construction of the universe, help with great works, protection from adversaries. Bottom of this deck, we have Perception, card number 9. I'm going to leave it there. I think you'll identify the synchronicities and the messages that are meant for you. I hope you're well received. And please like this, share. If you'd like to donate to my channel, I'd appreciate that. And I will pray for you and wish that whatever you choose to donate, even if it's $1, that you receive something back tenfold. Also, if you're interested in my services, I'm an MBTI Certified Practitioner and an NLP Certified Practitioner. I'm a graduate of the Juilliard School. And I help people with processing emotions within the mind, the heart, the soul. And I also can walk you through consciously, safely, in a healthy manner through any ego death process. Whatever state that you're currently in, I can help you with the emotional releases necessary so you can retreat and start building your own healthy sanctum, and increase your not only your knowledge but your psychic abilities, because I believe everybody is psychic. And when we clear the detritus, the junk, and the demons from our auric field from within, perception comes. Your third eye opens. You are healing the sacral chakra, and you can wear the crown that God has for you, that your angels have to deliver to you and place on your head, and you can really begin to enjoy and utilize and witness the magic that is all around you. Because once you do the work, as above, so below, as within, so without, you do the healing work inside, you clear out all that darkness, and literally you become magicians, and your psychic abilities wake up. Your third eye sharpens or opens, and the inner life that you've created of love and beauty is then manifested in the 3D world. I am not joking. This is how it works. So get at me. Check out the description box for ways to donate, or check out my website, Entpgathering. If the channel songs resonated as well, follow me on Apple Music. Search for @ENTPgathering, which is also the name of my website, entpgathering.com. Love you, namaste, and I'll see you in the next reading.